Welcome back, ladies and gentlemen, to another episode of an Elden Ring gameplay walkthrough. We call it however we want it. Another episode of Elden Ring shenanigans, so to say. Okay, so I'm gonna start off briefly just by reminding both myself and everyone else watching what we did last time, and we're gonna kind of go over what we're gonna do now. So last time we cleared this area right here. We cleared the entire beach, including the coastal cave where we met our friend Buck, and we went to the Church of Dragon Communion on this Dragon Isle right here. We kind of ran around and cleared this area right here as well, just mopping up whatever needs to be finished. And for today, I thought it would be good that we take on this area right here of Limgrave. We're gonna start here, and if we have some time before we finish this, we're gonna go here as well on this little area. So this little southern part of Limgrave, we're gonna wrap this up as well. All the way up to this bridge. We're gonna leave this bridge. We're gonna do it as well, but there is gonna be something waiting for us on this bridge, so depending on the time, we might even leave it for the next episode or a couple of episodes after that, or we're just gonna go ahead and clear that as well. Okay, so with that in mind, last time we also spoke to the witch Rani. She was sitting right here. Well, she introduced herself as Witch Rena, but we're gonna figure out later in the game that she is actually called Rani, and she gave us two things. She gave us the Lone Wolf Ashes, and she gave us the Spirit Calling Bell. So, let's go over this first. The Spirit Calling Bell. It's a bell capable of summoning various spirits from ashen remains. It usually requires FP to use. Spirits can only be summoned in the vicinity of a rebirth monument. When summoning is possible, the monument icon will be visible on the left side of the screen. Only one type of spirit may be summoned at once, and none may be summoned during multiplayer. So, what this means is you're gonna be seeing an icon on the bottom left side of the screen. It's gonna look like they say, it's a monument kind of thing. It's an arch with some inscription written in it. And we're also going to be seeing the monument that they are talking about here in person. As soon as I see it, I'm going to point it out to you guys. And it's going to allow us to call Spirit Ashes. So, she also gave us these Lone Wolf Ashes. So these are only one of 84 or 86 ashes that can be found in the game. So these are going to be the wolves. So, okay, let's go ahead and read this as well. Ashen remains in which spirits yet dwell. Used to summon the spirits of 3 lone wolves. Spirits of wolves chased from their pack. They later encountered the nameless Tarnished, who welcomed them as hunting companions. The wolf spirits overwhelm enemies with their agility, aiding the summoner in combat. So, I'm gonna go ahead and put them right away on my bar. You can't put ashes on your bar, just because I like having them there. I like having them available at moment's notice. And we're going to be testing them out for the first time as soon as we have the opportunity. Oh, no. We're not going to be messing with the tough guy right here. We're going to go around him. And I'm going to experiment with a couple of different ashes as well. Some of them I tried once. Some of them I never even tried. So we're going to go ahead and look at a couple of different ashes, what they do, what their benefits are, how they work, and so on and so forth. So yeah, like I said, we are going this way because we're headed towards this part of Limgrave, and we're going to be clearing that out as well. And for the time being, we're going to be steering clear of the lake. We're going to leave the lake for a bit later in the game. And we are going to be encountering an NPC that's going to be warning us to stay out of the lake. He's going to say why. So we're going to wait for that NPC, and we're gonna see what he has to say. His words of warning. What he warns us against. There's a smithing stone right here next to this cart. Be sure to pick it up. I'm actually gonna just go quickly to this cliff right here. See if there's anything to be missed. Oh no. Okay, so do you remember when I said when I pointed out that spirit spring on the beach? That's that one behind the waterfall, if you can see it. And why I didn't use it, because it was tricky, because from that spirit spring you jump onto this one, and then from this one you jump up there. So we could try it out later just for fun, but I wanted to demonstrate it on a bit of an easier spirit spring, and we're going to be encountering one relatively soon. I think we might even reach it this episode already. If not, then definitely the next one. So let's go ahead, and we're just kind of gonna start with following the lake shore and heading our way southwards. I'm gonna clear these bats first. You can clear them mounted or dismounted. I personally prefer mounted because it's kind of like just easier for me. These guys are not very tough, so you can just go ahead and ram through them. But do be careful, don't underestimate them. If you let them gang up on you, it's not gonna be a pretty sight. So like I said, we're just gonna go. We can and we will do these ruins actually, so we're just gonna go ahead and do that right now. And as you see, glowing skull means golden rune inside. Ah, okay, perfect. Do you see this icon above the parry in the top bottom left screen? That's the monument sign. So we are able to summon ashes here right now. I'm gonna see if I find the obelisk here as well, and I'm gonna try to point it out. This is Stake of America. This is not the obelisk that they refer to. The obelisk is looking a bit different. It's looking literally like a small obelisk. You might see it even before me, but I'm telling you what it looks like just so... Oop, doggy. So if you can manage to see it before me, you're gonna know what it looks like. So there are several dogs in this room, including one big one. So you gotta be careful. There's probably gonna be... Yeah, they're all gonna be kind of in these ruins, tucked away behind a couple of walls. So just keep an eye out and walk carefully and take it easy, and you should be fine. Beyond dogs, you have only these noble guys. Oh, there's another dog. So you have these noble guys, and they're gonna be very easy for you. So, but they're probably gonna be distracting you from the dogs. So keep an eye out. Ooh, that's a big dog. This right here, that's a big dog. So we're gonna try and kill him really quickly. Okay, perfect. You may be hearing something being spoken or something being chanted. What that is these nobles are chanting Agil, oh Agil. This lake is called the Agil Lake, and it's got its name because of a dragon that inhabits this lake. Yeah, so I stopped talking so you can hear it, guys. That was the chant that they're doing. Agil, oh Agil. That's kind of the reason why we're gonna be steering clear of the lake. I kind of gave you guys a spoiler. Sorry if you are not a fan of spoilers. I'll try to not do it in the future, but for this purpose, since the cat's out of the bag, we're gonna explain what it means. So yeah, Agil is the dragon that is inhabiting this lake. You don't see him, and I'm not gonna give you guys any more spoilers. Where he is, what he's doing. So once the time comes, and don't worry, it will be relatively soon, we will be clearing the dragon as well before we leave Limgrave. So I'm gonna show you guys what it looks like, the dragon, and so on and so forth. So we're gonna have a similar basement, so to say, here. However, this one is not empty. Some of the basements, unlike the one you saw in the Gatefront ruins, those first ruins that we encountered where the big scary knight was, that basement kind of was empty, but this one isn't. There's a bunch of rats here. You are in a very clamped up space, right? It's very tight here. So pull one at a time using the bone darts or the arrows or crossbows or whatever. But play it smart. Pull them one at a time because the rats are no joke. I have died to rats many a time, right? Once they show up in numbers, they are a force to be reckoned with. And since this guy's the last, oh no, I jumped over him. We're just gonna be clearing him just because he's the only one left. And we are gonna have a door here that leads to a chest. Do not run in. Do not run in and open the chest. And I'm gonna explain why. I just wanted to say it out loud in case you're playing this with me and you wanna go for the tempting chest. Don't. This chest is called a cursed chest. It's a trap. It's gonna teleport you to a place that is much above your level, and the enemies there are gonna be bullying you, and you won't be able to teleport back unless you find at least one grace, right? So I'm gonna show you what it looks like, and I'm gonna show you how to dodge it in case you find one yourself. We will be finding a couple more of them, so I'm gonna show you how to dodge it in case you do wanna open it. So you open the chest and you immediately start rolling back. Just run away and roll back. You can even backstep as well, but yeah, you can see this is a smoke that comes out of this chest. The smoke is gonna be grabbing you and it's gonna be teleporting you to another place. There's something else I wanted to say, but I forgot. Yeah, this trap is still active, by the way. If you open it again, it's still gonna try and trap you, so don't open it again. We will keep this chest in mind. We might actually purposefully get trapped a couple of levels later, and I will explain why, but for the time being, we're just gonna leave the chest be and go back out. There's still much more of these ruins to explore, so let's just go ahead and see what's in store for us. I'm gonna clear out the rest of these wandering nobles. They're gonna be super easy, so just like plow through them real quick. Don't venture through the lake. Like this, the ruins are as far into the lake as you can go. Don't venture through, like don't go to anything you see over there. Okay, let's see what else we have here. There should be more dogs. And a glowing skull, nice. I'm hearing those are the tippity taps I heard. So the easiest way for me to deal with the dogs is block their attack, do a counter attack, and just finish them off. Just because it's easy and foolproof. And these dogs, at this point in the game, they actually managed to kill me in a couple of playthroughs, not just one. So it just goes to show, don't underestimate anything in this game, seriously, because that's probably the worst thing you can do. Besides greeting, don't underestimate anything. Anything can kill you if you. Oh no! Oh my god! Anything can kill you if you're not careful. Right. So I'm gonna go ahead and open the item we just picked up real quick. The crabbed eggs. It's a crafting material or not? Oh wow. Where? Oh. It's a crafting material, but it's not in the. Oh, I can't craft it, it's material. Dumb. Sorry guys, I'm being a little bit of a dum-dum today. Eggs of large crabs which dwell in the shallows. Material used for crafting items. A nutritious foodstuff that warms from within. The flavor is exquisite. Only those of comfort and means know the truth. A crab's eggs are more delectable than its meat. So yeah, what it says here is... the eggs are so good, you'd rather not kill the crabs and let them lay eggs, because the eggs are even young. I'm unsure what you craft with it, but we're gonna be probably figuring it out throughout the gameplay as we buy more cookbooks and stuff like that. Let me just go ahead and see if there's something else we missed. Okay, so we cleared out everything except two things. One, there should have been one rat up here. And I'm perplexed as to where it is. Like, yeah, it should be in this little... I'm sorry, I stopped talking because I heard the squealing, and there it is. That's the rat. He's usually in this little room where we picked up the stone sword key, but he kind of roamed out. So let's take a look at the stone sword key. It's an important item, and we're going to be picking up a number of these. A sword-shaped stone key breaks the seal on imp statues, but remains embedded in the statue after use, meaning it can only be used once as an item. Think well before using one. So, if you remember, at the very start of the game, when we left that tutorial cave, and we found that little white fog gate with little imp statues in front, so you use these keys on those statues, literally as keys, and they open up the fog gate, right? So there's gonna be a lot of places like that, and we're gonna be needing every stone sword key we can get. You can also take these stone sword keys. I don't know if I mentioned, but you can pick up these stone sword keys at the beginning when you create your character as a keepsake as well. Also a very valuable start item as well. But yeah, as many we find of them, the better. And one more thing we're gonna be doing. So if you remember, this is where we picked up the stone sword key. There's gonna be a little small place in the ruins which isn't approachable by standard means. You're gonna have to jump with the torrent over it. So I'm just gonna give you a little direction on how to do it. So this is the room with the stone sword key and the corpse that was holding, of course. You go left, and this wall right here. You're gonna jump over it, and you're gonna find, there it is. You're gonna find another little way down there. Let me just this one. Okay, perfect. We're gonna have another chest here, and this one isn't gonna be trapped, so trap chest, so we can actually loot a very cool item that's inside. I am a very big fan of this item, the twin blade. I am a massive fan of this item. We're gonna showcase it right quick. It requires 18 dexterity to use, but let's go ahead and just give it a showcase, see what it looks like. I'm a big fan of this weapon. I'm using it on one of the playthroughs I'm doing right now. I am not regretting it. Very cool. So you get the single-handed combo. You have the charged heavy attack. It's just a massive swing. And once you two-hand it, that's where the fun starts. I mean, look at this. This is so cool. Extremely cool. And the charged of two-hand is this. Very cool item. I don't know if I'm gonna use it on this playthrough. Probably not, because I've been using it on some other, but I encourage you to try it out. Definitely. This is a dexterity weapon. Let's go ahead and actually read the description real quick, because it is a specific item. Actually, okay, let's do this. A sword with blades on both sides of the hilt. This weapon is difficult to wield and demands high dexterity. Can be wielded with a single hand, but its true strength is unlocked with dual-handed spinning attacks. So there you have it. Sorry, let me just. Okay, so there you have it. That's what they mentioned. As soon as you dual wield, that's when the real fun starts. And that's gonna be the entirety of the ruins. And we're gonna go ahead and follow the cliffside here. Now that we've done with the ruins, we got a couple more bats here. Let me see if I just missed something. Oh, you can often find bats hanging from pillars in these positions, and they will kind of like jump you. So just keep that in mind. Okay. I need to dismount. Thank you. There we go. go. We're just gonna go ahead and flask up because we're gonna kill all of the bats and we're gonna get our flasks back. Let me see if I just missed something here. We didn't. Okay, perfect. So we're gonna go ahead and head towards that group of bats. We're gonna be clearing them out. The only thing you need to be careful with these bats is their grab attack. I'm not sure if it's gonna one-shot you at this point, but it is very nasty. Keep in mind, you can't block grab attacks, so you are gonna have to roll out of it. If one of them does it, I'll try to point it out. Okay. Really? Jump down. And we're gonna pick up the item they were guarding, the golden rune, and we're gonna jump down and smack it. Oh, nice. Skull, and there we have it. We get our flask back. Okay. So that's for the bats. Next thing we're gonna do is we're gonna check this place out to see if we missed anything. We're gonna go under this building right here. This ruins of a building. And let's see what do we have here. Oh, nice. I love this guy. This guy is very cool to me. I'm a big fan of him. Let's pick up the butterflies first, and then let's talk to him. See what he has to say.
You must be the new Tarnished. You do well to steer clear of Evergaol Lake, fledgling. A dragon roosts there, and it's as fearsome as it is majestic. So, unless you're mad or wish to be burned alive, stay clear of the lake. Don't be a fool. Turn back before it's too late.
Okay, so that's his dialogue, the entirety of it. And this is the thing that I kind of spoiled. So he's gonna mention that we should steer clear of the lake because a dragon roosts there. And he is right. It is fearsome as it is majestic. But we are gonna put an end to him. Definitely. Just not now. For now, we're gonna continue clearing out this southern part of Limgrave. And we're gonna pick up this grace. So just for reference, these are the ruins of the building, and this is the grace that we found. I'm just gonna go ahead and touch. Should we rest? I think we should, because we can level up. Awesome. Okay. So yeah, what I wanted to do here is I want to bump up my dexterity to 18 as soon as possible, because I do want to be using the flail. And like I said in the last episode, we are actually gonna try, I think it's gonna be a fun build, like dexterity intelligence kind of build. Never tried it so far myself, so it's gonna be an experiment for me as well. So it should be fun. Over here, if you remember on the beach, we saw those huge octopi, not sure. Multiple of octopus. These are the small versions, and these are actually killable. I mean, they are killable as well. The big ones, but you're gonna like be wasting half an hour trying to kill them, and they are gonna probably kill you in the process. These small ones, they're easy to kill, so you can just go ahead and clear them, just so they don't give you problems. Okay, there's a lot of enemies in front of us. First mushroom. And we are gonna go and clear that out. And we're gonna be pointing out something about the game, about the lore in specific. Oh, this guy does not let up. So you're gonna notice that something's happening over there. There is fighting happening. So let's just come closer a bit, see what's happening. So you see these demi-humans? You recognize them, and you recognize these, the Godric soldiers. They are at war, and they're gonna be fighting each other. You can let them kill each other. You are gonna be getting all the runes. If they drop any items, you're gonna be able to pick them up. But this is not the first instance in which factions are at war. Demi-humans and Godric soldiers are the first instance of those. So actually, we're just gonna go ahead and level the place. The good thing about the broadsword, it has a very big cleave, right? So you can go through good enemies with these. The problem is that the range is kind of short, so you do have to be careful. You're gonna pop a flask because once this group dies, once this group dies, we are gonna be getting a flask back. We're just gonna be the peacemaker in this in the battle, and we're gonna kill everyone. That's how we're gonna keep peace. So yeah, this is gonna be the first but not the last instance you see where two different factions of creatures, enemies, people are gonna be at war. We're gonna see much more of those. And okay, let's see where we are at the map. So this is the NPC that we talked to, Yura. He's the hunter of bloody fingers. We're gonna be visiting that term, bloody fingers, pretty soon, and we're gonna actually see what it means. This is the grace we picked up, and this is where we are right now. So first thing we're gonna do, we're just gonna rush down through this forest. We're gonna clear the forest, then we're gonna clear this level, and then we're gonna clear this highest level here with this little interesting circle. We're gonna check it out what it is, talk a bit about it. So let's go ahead. Let me see if... Okay, I think it should be in the right direction here. Yep, okay. So, is this a skull? Ah, nice. We got ourselves a golden rune. Let me just double check. Okay, so yeah, on the left, it's gonna be the woods. Okay. There's gonna be more demi-humans here, so just... they're not tough. In numbers, they are. But you can clear them easily. So just make sure to dispose of them as quickly as possible. Keep in mind this is the big dog, so you would do good to get rid of him first. Okay. This guy, and this scream that they do, they're warning their other... Oh nice, Forlorn. Other demi-humans, and they're alerting them to come to combat. I'm not sure if the big guy is buffing them, per se, but these demi-humans are buffed at night. I think we saw that when we were playing the Coastal Cave. I think it was nighttime, and you noticed it by their eyes being red. I'm gonna go ahead and pop a flask, and... Oops. And just finish them off. As soon as... Considering we don't actually miss any of the hits. And we're just gonna go ahead and get a quick look at the Forlorn. So this is a curved sword. This is a straight sword. The difference is, I mean, I'm not sure if standard and slash are the same type of damage, but just for the sake of pointing it out, this is standard slash pierce. Why is this slash pierce? Because heavy attack is pierce and standard is like slash, whereas the Forlorn does not have a pierce. It just does slash, and this is its charged heavy attack. So I might even consider... So this is 131. This is 128. So it's 3 damage of difference with a bit more scaling in dexterity. I'm actually gonna use it because I like the moveset a bit more, especially with the heavy attack. So we're just gonna go ahead and use that one. It's pretty much gonna be... There's not gonna be much difference which one you use. Like you see, it's like 2 or 3 points of damage difference. The 2 or 3 points of damage themselves mean relatively nothing, so you can just go ahead and pick whatever you want. So this is actually not the forest area that I mentioned. This is like this little cutoff right here. To go to the forest area, we have to actually go up, which was my mistake. I always miss these... Oh, Scully. We're gonna go ahead and pick up the Scully. I always kind of mix these two. So you can obviously use the map to help you out. It's recommended. And of course, we love our mushrooms. The Bambi's looking cute. I'm not gonna deal with the Bambi. I'm not gonna kill him. We're gonna pick up the mushroom and we're gonna deal with the group that's over there. Oops. Let's just wait for them to come over here. As you might have noticed, they are gonna be trying to come from behind and attack you. They are they are a weak enemy, but they do use, the AI here does use interesting battle tactics and ways to approach you. So that's kind of fun in this game. I really like what they did with that part. Oh no, we forgot to pick up Scully. I really like that part, especially, I mean, demi-humans you saw, they're like no big deal, but the thing that they do is the two or three of them are yelling at you in front, and then you have one random demi-human sneaking behind you and trying to get a hit off, and trying to stagger you and leave you open for a chain from those other ones that are screaming in front of you. So it's a very cool thing they added here. We are gonna be killing the pig, provided we actually... Oh, no, actually. Oh, there was another pig that we missed. So we got the gold-tinged excrement. Golden poo-poo. And that's actually used for a type of pot, throwable item. It causes heavy poison buildup, or deadly poison buildup. It's very good. We are gonna be tinkering with that as well. Trying it out, see how it works. So we got two more demi-humans here. Let's just go ahead and get rid of them. Oh no, really? You just decided to swing. I swung. I'm gonna pick up some Rova fruit. Did I miss some? I noticed something glowing here. I thought it was an item or something, or at least like a crafting thing. So let's go ahead. We're gonna want to go all the way to the end, to the edge here, because I think there's some items stuck at the very edge. There's like an item here. We're gonna do with the demi-humans. There's a big chungus here. So you notice this this guy's club has spikes on it, and as you might have guessed, it does cause bleed buildup. So just be careful with that. But one counterattack into visceral attack or critical, depends if you're a Bloodborne player or a Souls player, and they're fine. And we got the large club. Yes, the bunk. So this is a great hammer. It has strike type of damage. It requires 22 strength to wield. It scales with C in strength. Right, so let's showcase this how it looks. Look at this. Like the definition of bonk, right? So good stuff. We're not going to be using it in this playthrough though, but definitely good to have. You want to do some Tarzan cosplays or something like that. Perfect. So there it is, the spirit spring that we can actually use without attempting some gymnastic shenanigans. So let's just go real quick on how to use it. You get on torrent, you get in it, and you just press jump. And look at this. And you're not gonna take any fall damage no matter where you jump. As long as you jump from a spirit spring, you're never gonna take fall damage. So it's okay to experiment with this. However, if you do go into an area that is generally outside of bounds, for example, the water there, you are gonna die, definitely. But anywhere where you can actually walk, you're gonna be fine. So let's go ahead and check this area real quick. Are we stuck here? Ooh, Trina's Lily, nice. So let's take a look at the Trina's Lily. We picked it up first at the ruins. We didn't read it. It's a rare item to find, so we should definitely see what it has to offer. A light purple water lily that is on the verge of wilting, material used for crafting items, exceedingly rare to find. A symbol of faith in Saint Trina, dulls the senses, preventing agitation. So, dulls the senses. It kind of gives you a hint on what it does, but I'm gonna go ahead and explain a bit further. And we're also gonna be jumping down because that's pretty much it for this place. I'm gonna try once more to jump on that higher ledge from the Spirit Spring, if possible. And in the meantime, I'm gonna talk about Saint Trina flowers. So the Saint Trina flower, the Saint Trina flower is a crafting item that you use to create sleep build-up items. So sleep build-up bolts, sleep build-up arrows, sleep build-up pots. Anything that's gonna proc sleep. So sleep is an effect in this game, and we're definitely gonna be using it to our advantage and playing with it. So what it does is basically puts an enemy to sleep and opens them up to a critical attack, similar as the one as would happen if you like broke someone's stance or something like that. So yeah, it's a very good thing to use. Oh nice, we got a brace as well. Let's just kill these sheep real quick. We do need the thin bones for our pulling items. Oh my god. Oh my god. Something is so slippery. Awesome. Give us thin beast bones. Yum. And you're gonna see the... Oops. Let's just back away before the crab sees us. Okay. So, you're gonna see the grace, and like further down from the grace, you're gonna see this little campsite. There's gonna be an item there. Just remember to pick it up real quick. A sliver of meat. And just let's go back and pick up the grace. I think we can level up. Maybe. Let's just go ahead and check. You can check it in the status menu, like runes held versus runes needed. We are missing a bit more, so what we can do is actually we can pop one of these rune items we picked up, the golden rune. It's gonna give us enough to level up. And we're gonna touch the grace and we're gonna rest at it, and we're gonna level up. I'm just take a sip of my coffee real quick. Ah, yes, that's the stuff. So, we are rushing to 18 dexterity because we do want to use that flail. We do want to use it as soon as possible. And also, funny thing, the twin blade is also requiring 18 dexterity to use, so we might even use that one as well. Okay, so this is where we are at this point on the map. We cleared this area here, we cleared this, we cleared this, I believe. We're going to double check it right now to see. And we're going to finish with this part. And then we're going to talk a bit about that circle thing that's kind of an eyesore. You got some crossbowmen here next to this. I mean, in this game's religion, this is like an equivalent of a crucifix. You can see by the rune arc. Oh nice, we got a chain draped tavern and a golden rune tier 2. Oh no, I actually didn't manage to damage that. But we are going to be clearing that, and that up there is where the circle thing is. We do want to go right. I think it's... yeah, it's this part down here. I'm just going to run through real quick, see if we missed anything here, if we did this part already. I'm unsure if there's anything actually here, but you want to be diligent. There's going to be items hidden at the very corners of the maps, of the areas, so being diligent here definitely pays off. Any sheep are going to be helping us in the process with their thin beast bones. You noticed that you can also reach the top side this way as well, through this little pathway up here, and then we reach the circle. Let's go ahead and see this. So, Forlorn Hound Evergaol. So these circles, once you find them, like once you come near them and you can see their name, they're gonna be marked on the map. So you can see now this circle is different, and you can actually see the name of it. So Evergaols are kind of like mini bosses. You teleport here. You use this seal to teleport, so the Evergaol is gonna be like a little room that's gonna be similar to the area we are now. And there's gonna be a mini boss here that you can kill. We aren't, however, gonna kill this one right now. We are gonna kill it later with a help of a friend that we're gonna encounter a bit further down. Not much, but a bit further down. Okay, so with that in mind, okay, nothing here. With that in mind, we cleared this entire area right here, except for this beach. Actually, let's go clear that beach out real quick, because I might forget it later, and I do want to showcase something to you guys, and I want to talk about it real quick. So that's gonna be, if you see those pillars over there in the distance, that's where it is. And I'm gonna show you exactly, you're gonna have to jump off, and I'm gonna show you exactly the spot where you jump off. It's not easy to find. I'm gonna use some markers for you guys, so you know what you're looking for. Let's see. So this is the Grace. Yeah, so you can also teleport to the Grace right here. And then you're gonna wanna walk along this edge until you find these eagles here. These eagles are a mark where you should jump. So you can just come near, let them fly away. You do want to stay on Torrent for this part. It kind of helps with the damage negation. And you're gonna want for this cliff, so to say, the closest to the edge. So kind of walk like this. You are gonna be taking damage, of course, but it's not gonna kill you. Let's just go ahead and check if there's anything on this area right here before we jump down even further. Oh, it's a big dog, and it's sleeping. So you can notice the effect of Saint Trina's Lily. This is a Saint Trina's Lily, the one we picked up in the ruins and up there. And you can see the dog is sleeping next to it. So this is kind of like a little indirect hint of what the Trina's Lily does, right? So you're gonna see many more enemies sleeping next to Trina's Lily. So we're just gonna go ahead and use the surprise element to our advantage and kill this dog. And of course pick up the Trina's Lily. Okay, so next part you want to jump down to is this little area right here. Awesome. And then just walk into the stones here and jump down. You're not gonna take any damage. Okay, let's talk about this part. That guy over there looks scary. Okay. That guy over there looks scary. And trust me, he is. He might be very well too difficult for us to fight. I'm gonna show you guys a way that's kind of safe. It's not actually fully tested, but I have been getting good results using this method. It's just playing it safe pretty much. We're gonna try and sneak up on him, trying to get a visor attack. I think I never managed to actually sneak up. Oh no, immediately turn around. You can't actually do a critical. So he's gonna throw these purple spheres. You want to dodge them. So this little stab in the ground. Once he pulls his sword out as well, that's gonna deal damage. You want to dodge this as well. This is gonna pull you in. Oh no, I forgot about this part. So the stab, you just want to dodge through it. So go ahead and heal up. Dodge this. Swing. Oh no, that was not necessary. Swing. You can see this is the effect, and there you have it. He chains these two together. He pulls you in so he can stab you. Dodge this because it's gonna do damage through his shield. So ideally, you want him to stab the sword in the ground. That's kind of not ideal. Guard counters is the way to go with this guy, because he does get stagger with them, but you gotta be very careful on how to use them. And just run up the range of this thing and you should be fine. Oh no 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 no. Rolling at the right timing, he is gonna dodge the effect of the pull. So you do want to just wait for him to stab the sword in the ground and go for a counter attack. Block it. There you go. Block it. So this guy is very tough. He does hit like a truck. Oh no 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 no. You know what? Be gone. So this guy has a unique drop. It's an Ash of War, Gravitas. So the thing that you saw with him stabbing his sword into the ground and creating that area of effect that pulls you in, that's the Ash of War that we got. Let's go ahead and take a look. Gravitas, skill originating from the Alabaster Lords, who had Skin of Stone. Thrust the armament into the ground to create a gravity well. In addition to dealing damage, this attack pulls enemies in. Usable on melee armaments, small armaments, and whips. Exempted, I think it says. So it's everything except small armaments and whips. Accepted, yeah. So kind of like daggers, whips. Those are not going to be able to have this Ash of War equipped to them. But yeah, this guy is very tough. You probably, if you are playing this game for the first time, you probably will die to this guy multiple times. But as you can see, the safest way to deal with him is wait for him to stab his sword on the ground, block it, and then counter-attack it. And just go back. And rinse and repeat. Dodge his gravity attacks, and make sure to dodge the stabbing attack, which usually goes after the gravitas. We have a crab there. The crab is massive. We don't have any flasks of Crimson Tears, so we're not actually gonna mess with the crab. We're just gonna go ahead and pick up that item and run for our dear life. Just keep running. Keep running. The crab is fast. The crab is deceivingly fast, guys. So don't like underestimate it just because it's big. No, 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 don't fall down. He can't climb up, so we're safe. And I climbed up so I can see if we missed any items. No, no, we got that, we got that, we got that. Okay, perfect. Okay, so there's a cool little place. By the way, you go here, there's gonna be nothing here. It's just gonna be like something to jump on. You can try jumping on that place over there, but there's nothing there as well, if I recall correctly. So you're just gonna be risking your life and your nerves at this point for no reason. But there is something cool that I want to point out to you guys here. So what you want to do is you want to reach the cliffs and follow the cliffside and look to your left. And you're going to see a little cave entrance, tunnel. Oh, perfect, we have the torch. This is something cool. So if you remember, at the start of the game, there was an item we couldn't pick up, and I said we're going to reach it later. There you have it. This is the little minor earth tree that we found. This is the spirit that told us to take a plunge into the cave of knowledge. And we managed to find this item. It's a Drake talisman. So let's go ahead and take a look. We have two of them. One of them boosts fire negation and one of them boosts holy damage negation. We can put on the flame Drake talisman. I mean, it's not gonna make a difference, but since we don't have any talisman that we can actually use, you can just go ahead and pull this one, because it's more likely that you're gonna be finding flame enemies than enemies doing holy damage at this stage of the game. Of course, there's gonna be plenty of enemies doing an absurd amounts of damage, all different, all like varying. So the way you get back from here, you guessed it, there's a spirit spring up there. You take it and you jump up. I'm just taking a moment to kind of soak in the scenery. We were up there Those pillars up there is where those bats are that we killed, right? And somewhere from up there we jumped where the eagles are, and then we jumped all the way down. So very cool stuff. So we're just gonna go ahead and jump. It's gonna take us all the way up, so don't worry. And you're not taking fall damage, so you shouldn't worry as well. So yeah, awesome. We got that guy on the first try, which is kind of I did not expect that. I did not expect that whatsoever. So good stuff. Like I said, there is a solid chance you are gonna die to him a couple of times, but that's okay. He is very tough for this part of the game. He hits like a truck. So yeah, but you can go ahead and kill him. So I just passed the time to morning just so we can see what we're exploring a bit better. Okay, so awesome. This is the part that we cleared up now. All of this, including the Dragonbird ruins. Next thing on the line is we're gonna clear this part, and we're gonna move northbound towards this bridge, and we're gonna kind of connect with this area right here, making like a nice little circle of the area that we explored. So just go ahead and do that. Okay, let me see. Okay. We're gonna go here first, and just go from here all the way north. It's easier like that, and there is an encampment at that place where I showed you guys. And it can be tough. It's kind of tough to do, but first thing we're gonna do is we're gonna risk our life for. If you notice that glittering thing, I don't know if we can lock onto it, not quite yet, but that glittering thing in the lake, that's an Ash of War. That's a scarab that holds an Ash of War. We're gonna go ahead and risk our life for it. This is not the only crab, by the way, that you saw. More of them are gonna. Oh no. Ah yes, run. Okay, awesome. So you got two other crabs that are gonna emerge. So just book it out there. There's no point in fighting them, especially 3 of them at a time. So just, if you value your life, I believe you do, just run out of there. Okay, we grabbed this grace, so they're probably gonna stop following you at this point. Keep an eye out. There's gonna be a Kaiden swordsman up here. We can just go ahead and kill him, but he might catch you. Oh, shoot. He might catch you off guard, so just be careful. So, standard stuff with the mounted combat. Move in, sweep, and move out. Hiya. Hiya. And the horse is down. And boom! 515 damage. That's big. Okay. So, these guys, you don't have to worry about them. They're not exactly a threat. So you can just go ahead and move past them. Let's actually do this. I'm gonna show you guys a shortcut on how to reach that area up there that I talked about. There's gonna be a soldier here. Just get rid of him. Well, that was an untimely swing. We're just gonna back off real quick. Drink a flask. So we get it back. We technically should. Oh, we didn't. Well, that kinda sucks. This thing is looking at me sideways, and I do not appreciate it. If you can kill these things, do it. They drop great dragonfly heads, which is a very valuable item. You're gonna see later. So this Spirit Spring, take it up here on the left side and jump up. That area right there. Oh no. Oh nice. I did not know there was an item here. I actually missed it on, I think, all of my playthroughs. Cool. So this bridge right there is gonna lead to this area right here. This is not where we're gonna go now. We're gonna go later. Because we do want a wee bit more of levels, a wee bit more of stats before we embark on that journey. But this shortcut that we took is good because we're gonna end up behind, like at the back side of the encampment, and that's good. And I'm gonna show you guys why. As soon as we pick up this item, you're gonna notice these half bowl thingies. They're always gonna be holding these starlight shards. There's gonna be several of them in the game. They're always gonna be like at the edge or at the cliff of something, of some mountains or something like that. So just keep an eye out. We're gonna try and get all of them, obviously. But yeah, Uh, there's a reason why going behind is good. I probably should buy the telescope. Never mind. Do you see that guy on those ruins that's standing on the edge? That guy over there and that guy over there. Those are nobles, but the difference between regular nobles and these guys is that these are sorcerers. And these guys have an enormous amount of range with their spells. So they're just gonna give you a very hard time going through this area. So going behind them and not pulling them is definitely the way to go. And for the rest, obviously, you know the name of the game. Play it smart. Pull one at a time. Have him come here. You can even drop down, just to make it easier. This counterattack. I actually didn't do the critical, but that's fine. These guys are sitting down, so you can just go ahead and sneak behind them and stab them. We are going to be killing this one first on the left because he's a little bit more behind. Give me that mushroom. Thank you. We're going to take the opportunity to backstab. He did not hear us, which is even better. So we are going to be backstabbing him as well. And do not venture into the encampment just yet. Make sure to clear these guys first. These guys are a big pain in the ass, and you're gonna love yourself for clearing them out first. So you do need to make this jump. You have to jump with thorns, so just make sure to do the double jump. There we go. He didn't drop anything. We do pick up the Royal House Scroll. As soon as we deal with that guy on the other side, actually, the only way to deal with him is to actually venture into the ruins. But yeah. Did we pull him? No. Okay, then we can take a look. We picked up a scroll. The Royal House Scroll. Sorcery Scroll of the Carian Royal Family, the heads of the Academy of Real Caria. Can be given to a learned sorcerer to gain access to the following sorceries: Glint Blade Flanks and Carian Slicer. So you give this to anyone teaching you sorcery, and they can teach you these new sorceries. And since we are going to be going the Dexterity Intelligence build, the Battle Mage build, this is going to come in quite handy. So what you want to do for this part is backstab this guy, and just immediately book it up, jump these, like you already pulled him. So just jump these cliffs and get rid of the sorcerer. Oh no, that was kind of lame. Try to finish him off before he falls down, just so it's easier for you to deal with the rest of the guys, because if he survives and he jumps down, he's going to be in an unfriendly terrain where you have to like do parkour in order to reach him, and that's kind of suboptimal. The guy with the flag, he needs to die first. Same as the Godric soldier from the ruins at the beginning. He has a horde, and if he blows it, you're gonna be... Oh, no. You're gonna be in a whole world of pain. So we're just gonna be dealing with this soldier first. And then these guys, since you killed their hype beast, their guy with the horn, they are gonna be demoralized to fight, so they're just gonna hide, like this guy. They're just gonna hide and not be hostile anymore. You can kill them, you can leave them. I'm just gonna kill them. I mean, I'm not even gonna bother killing them at this point. They give 20 runes, 19, so it's just kind of not even worth it. So just let them cover in fear, let them hide. This part, this is the part that makes this encampment heavy. You got a Kaidan, swordsman, on the horse, and you got another one patrolling. So what you want to do here is as follows. Okay, you can do this. Use this ledge up here to climb behind, and then jump down, and wait for him to go another way, and then move into the tall grass. Quickly into the tall grass, then wait for him here. As soon as he turns your back on you, do a critical on him and pull him a bit back so you don't pull the swordsman. There you go. Okay, so the swordsman on the horse did not notice us, so just Did that roar upset him? No. Awesome. So these are the same guys as the ones we fought, definitely. You just have two of them in a very close vicinity. I'm sorry guys, my video cut off because it reached an hour. But yeah, what we did there is basically just kill the Chitin Swordsman. He's pretty much the same one as we fought before. And now that we've cleared him, we're just gonna go deal with the mounted one in the same fashion. And I think we're gonna actually wrap up the episode there because it is getting a bit lengthy. And I do need to watch on, I need to watch the time to kind of make sure these episodes are not cutting off like they just did. Okay, and for these guys you saw, always make it a habit. Reach the High Priest first. There's the Sorcerer, and the last guy, he's kind of demoralized, so we're just gonna assert our dominance. And there's gonna be a chest here. I didn't pick it up on purpose because I wanted to deal with the swordsman first. And we're gonna get a weapon here, the Great Epee. This is gonna be a thrusting weapon. So we saw slash damage, we saw strike damage, and now we're gonna see the thrust damage. There it is, the Great Epee. It's considered a heavy thrusting sword. You need 15 strength to wield it because it is a heavy thrusting sword. And yeah, nothing special. The moveset is as you would expect. With thrusting swords you can actually attack while holding the shield, so that's kind of cool. But yeah, we're not going to be using this one. We're going to be using something else for thrusting, most likely, as we move through the game. And yeah, there you have it. That's the encampment. So I'm just gonna finish this episode by... Let's see if we have time. I think we do. So you see those ruins over there, like right above my head? So that's the ruins. We're gonna head out now. Before we do, we're just gonna check out this left cliff side. Like, this is where you would enter if you didn't take the main dirt road, or you didn't take the back entrance with the Spirit Spring. So we're just gonna run through this edge here, see if we missed something, because we weren't on this ledge down here. So we're just gonna go ahead and like dash through, just to see if we missed anything real quick, and then we're gonna continue our way back. Okay, so we didn't miss anything, let's move back. So what you see below us here is called the Mistwoods, right? So this is gonna be an area of Limgrave that we're gonna go to. We're actually gonna go there next. The area behind us with the bridge is called the Weeping Peninsula, and we are gonna go there last. There's gonna be a legacy dungeon in there, which is very fun. I'm looking forward to clearing it out for you guys. I'm enjoying clearing it out. It's very cool. But yeah, this part right here, as you can see, the woods. This is gonna be the next place we go to, the next area. Okay, perfect. So we didn't miss anything. We are good to go. There's a ledge down here as well, so let's just go ahead and check that out as well. Perfect. St. Trina's Lily. They are exceedingly rare to find, so you do want to pick them up as soon as you see them. And you see me just running across the edge here, just to make sure we didn't miss anything. And we are making our way towards that ruin that I pointed out. Okay, we have a graveyard. When you see graveyards like these, it usually means that there's gonna be a bunch of golden rune items. So let's just go ahead and pick them up. I am gonna try to make this episode end as soon as possible, just to make it not as lengthy. The dogs are guarding this, so be careful. That's an alpha dog. You know what, we can just go ahead and clear them out real quick. So good thing is we're one-shotting them on our horsey. Oh my god. Oh my lord. So the alpha dog is taken care of, and the final dog, awesome. We should have use our flask before we kill the last dog, because they are a group of enemies, which means we would have our flask refilled, but that's okay. Okay, this edge right here, let's just check it out real quick. Here, nothing. Over there. Oh, we have Scully over there. Let's go ahead and pick up the Scully real quick. And let's continue making our way to the ruins. For some reason, I think that there was one of those spirits on one of these ledges. That's also something I've been trying to find, but I can't seem to find it now. I'll find it off screen, and then on the next episode I'll just point it out to you guys and show it to you where it is. If you want to catch on a bit of lore, we're gonna go see what he has to say together. And okay, so we killed the dogs. Okay, these are the ruins that we want to go to, and you want to be careful in there. I'm gonna talk about that mess next episode. I do want to keep it relatively short. So the Waypoint ruins. Oh no, the Waypoint ruins is where you want to go. So these ruins, you want to be careful. There's like these small flowers, and there's this big flower right here. The big flower does a lot of poison, does an area of effect spell, but there's the big flower. This is the little break in the walls where you want to go to. And you're going to notice a yellow fog gate. You guessed it. It's going to be a boss fight. We're going to encounter our first boss slash mini boss. I mean, it's our first boss in the game if you discount the tutorial bosses. And we're going to go ahead and get it. So, the same name as my channel. We have the Mad Pumpkinhead. So with this guy, peculiar thing is don't attack him to the front because he's not going to be taking a lot of damage. I'm actually going to go ahead and summon the dogs. So just to show you guys what it looks like. And we're going to have the dogs on the side. So when you attack him, always make sure to attack him from behind. Oh no. Let's go ahead and heal him. We don't want to die. So yeah, he has the flail that causes bleed buildup. So just the attacks are pretty straightforward. They do have a bit of a wind up, so you do have to be careful. But they're easy to dodge, so just make sure you can either block them or dodge them, however you see fit. However, if you block them, keep in mind that your bleed buildup it's gonna be to a lesser extent, but it's still gonna build up. And there you have it. We killed our first boss, Mad Pumpkin. Awesome. And once we kill him, we're gonna have a grace. We're gonna rest at this grace, and we're gonna end the episode here. And after that, we're gonna go through that door, see what's behind that door, and continue exploring Limgrave. Let me see if we can level up. We can, and boom, we're on 18 dexterity. Perfect. That's exactly what we wanted. Sorry. So next thing I want to do, we do have a significant amount of HP, vigor. Next thing I want to do is I want to start pumping intelligence. Either intelligence or mind, which is our FB, because we are eventually going to be reaching a point where we're going to be casting some spells as soon as we pick up a staff. Awesome. Okay, so with that in mind, thank you guys for joining me on another episode of this lovely little adventure through Elden Ring and Limgrave, and I will see you soon in the next episode.